21st, 2019. Welcome to North and South Homestead. Alrighty, overlook the junk. There's always projects going on somewhere or another around here. First row, we had planted English peas, and they did not do any good. So I figured it was just getting too hot for them, so I went ahead and planted contender bush beans, and they are doing pretty well so far. This is Kentucky, and this year we were like a month behind on getting our garden out. The weather was just too chilly and rain. So anyways, we do have some peas. Let's see. On here, not enough to can up, but we can fresh eat them. So let's go on down. And I am loving my garden. Thanks to Living Traditions Homestead, we got the weed barrier cloth, and oh man, it has made my year. I absolutely love the garden this year. I hate weeding, and with a toddler, it's hard to get time to come out and do it, and the garden is pretty much all on me. I get a little help every once in a while with a few things. So this has made life so much better. So let's go to the tomatoes. Last year I tried the cheap weed barrier stuff from Lowe's, and the grass just kept pushing it up, and it was just a mess, and I spent so much more on it than I did this stuff. So this is definitely the way to go. Alright, so we have this first row of tomatoes is Moneymakers. I have never grown these. This is the first time, but we don't have any red ones yet, and it looks like I need to come out and tie some more up. But they have tomatoes all over them. They are just, well, here, let's see if I can, oh, there's a bunch. I don't know how well you can see those, but they are loaded with tomatoes. They're just still green. Walk on down through here, and these are getting pretty tall. They're above my waist. So we'll see how they go. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. Never grown them before. This row of tomatoes are Arkansas Travelers, and they are doing pretty well. They've got green tomatoes all over them also. Next row we have more Arkansas Travelers. Again, green tomatoes all over them. This row, we still have 4 rows of trellis to put up, and that is the plan this weekend. We shall see if we don't get rained out. That's usually what's been happening. But these are Jet Stars, and this next row right here are Jet Stars. These Jet Stars, I had never grown them before, and I had watched Living Traditions Homestead and just seen the abundance of Jet Stars that they got, and I thought, I'm going to give them a try. So here's the try. We planted the seeds all at the same time of all the tomatoes, and these Jet Stars just were really struggling. I really didn't know if they were going to make it or not, and they're still not as tall as some of the others, but they're doing all right, so we shall see. So trellis is going up this weekend. I know they should have been done before I even planted the tomatoes, but it is what it is. Next 2 rows of tomatoes are Roma tomatoes. I did seed 2 other kind of paste tomatoes, and they just did not survive. So one whole set, 100 and something seeds, none of them came up, not a single one, and so I don't know what was up with that. But anyways, So here are the Roma tomatoes. The last, on this row here, the last 4 are cherry tomatoes in this row. Next we have cucumbers. They should be bigger than this by this time of season, but again, our weather we just could not get them out. And I did plant some in the greenhouse, and the greenhouse was getting too hot for them and they just didn't survive, but it was still too cold to put them outside. So I had to just start out from seed again. Half of this roll is straight 8 slicers, and the other half is National Pickling cucumbers. Next row we have bell peppers, and Jess on Roots and Refuge, she was saying the other day on a video that she has peppers before she has ripe tomatoes, and thought that was very odd. And I think it's very odd too, and we have the exact same thing. We've already been picking bell peppers, and look, there's another one ready to go, and look how little these plants are. It's very, very strange. But here's another one. But yeah, roll of bell peppers. And again, just very odd that we have peppers before ripe tomatoes. Let's turn you around here. I planted the rhubarb, and it is going to take a few more days to perk up, I guess. It did not like being transplanted. There's another one over there that's even doing worse. And there's some sunflowers coming up. Some more sunflowers over there. Just a minute, sweet. Look at what? You're wearing your boots. Woo, your feet will get too hot in those. Sorry. And so here is a roll of Black Beauty zucchini, which is doing spectacular. Lovely, lovely. And then we have what started out as a roll of, here's my little rock marker, painted rock. That one was from last year, so the color has faded some. It used to be really pretty. But anyways, it started out as bell peppers, and somehow or another trays got mixed up, and the rest of the roll ended up being banana peppers, sweet banana peppers. So again, is what it is. We don't mind. And all of these were spinach, but they have bolted and went to seed, so I pulled most of them out and planted sunflowers back here. So they're growing. And there is some more spinach that needs pulled out. What you doing, sweets? Another picture. Tell everybody hi. Now on here on YouTube.
Hi, everybody.
Okay. And so, careful, just walk in the walkway, please. And let's see. No. Hey, go look. There's your wheelbarrow all dumped over in the yard there. Go get it and put it up, please. Walk in the walkway. Good boy. And so our attempt at not having to weed eat around the fence line, because it just tears it's a lot more work, and it tears the weed eater string to pieces. So we have the landscape fabric on the front side, and then we put shingles along this side. I work at it a little bit as I have time. So the fence needs to be put back in place. I have it undone and just layered over the top for right now because I'm working on it. So it's incomplete, but a lot less work to where we can just use the rider mower to go around the outside of it. So that will work. And look at this. See? No. Nice roomy walkway. Zucchini. This is the stuff that happens to me. I get carried away, and I planted zucchini in the walkway, and another one where the rest of the trellis poles line up at, which I was not supposed to do. I don't know how I got carried away and did it, but now I have no way to walk around it except to go over it, which is what I'm getting ready to do now. And these are not even full grown yet, and that's a stretch for me. So I'm only 5'2", so this is going to be a problem. Probably going to have to just take this one out, just sacrifice it so that I have a walkway. And so there's some zinnias and some very struggling nasturtiums. And I don't know about these zinnias. I don't know if I should have planted a lot more than one in each hole for them to bush out big, or if they would just bush out big on their own. So I don't know, but it is a do it and we'll see type thing. There's some more struggling nasturtiums. I'm going to be putting rocks all in this part, so that's a few little piles. I started the other evening, but it started to rain on me, so I had to just quit. More nasturtiums that are looking really bad. And I don't know why, with all the rain that we have had, why they're not doing so well. And maybe that is why. Maybe it's too much rain. Out of the ditch line, please. No, you're not going up there to get rocks. Mommy is in the garden. You stay right over here. Go get on your John Deere, ride it. And so, here we go, out of the garden. I'm going to be putting a different fence up on the outside. This right now is our entrance. Working on making it pretty now that that garden is planted for the year. So I have to finish the weed barrier along the outside so that I don't have to weed eat around it, because that's a hard job and it hurts my arms and tuckers me out too fast. And so I'm going to finish that and finish planting flowers, but I'm going to put a pretty wood fence of some sort or another along this garden and take all this wire fencing out from around it. And I want to put a pretty entrance right here, so it's a time thing. We'll see. But anyways, that's one of the garden tours. June 21st, 2019. I will show you some more of the garden stuff later. I've got another garden up on the hill that's not complete yet. I'm going to finish that from some point from now until Sunday. So, and then we have a raised bed area, and then we have a red stout garden in the front. And so then we have a bunch of berries and orchard and all that fun stuff. So I'll show you that later. Okay, thanks for watching. Have a great day. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks and God bless. Bye-bye.